Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Lone Wolf 902. And today you can see we're back out at the bushcraft base camp, and I gotta say I love coming out here in the snow. Super nice feel to it. So I've been here off and on lately, but I haven't filmed anything lately on the channel, that is. So it's nice to get out here and kind of talk a little bit. Now today we do have some airplanes flying over, so it might be a little loud here and there. Got one flying over right now, actually, so I'm gonna kind of ignore that for today. Today's video I want to talk about coffee. So I think we all pretty much enjoy coffee out in the woods, right? I mean, we got a winter snowy day right now, and I basically just want to make a cup of coffee. So I came out here with the idea of why not kind of invite other YouTubers into this and kind of make a challenge for YouTubers, outdoors channels, to kind of get together and do like a meet and greet, right? So I'm going to nominate 3 YouTubers in this video. I'll nominate them at the end, and basically it's going to be show me your coffee. Show me how you make your coffee outdoors. And those 3 nominees that I nominate are then going to nominate 3 other YouTubers of their choice. So hopefully this will pick up, hopefully it'll take off and get across, and you know, I'm always looking for new channels to watch, so I'm going to be following this, and I hope to meet you guys. I hope to meet new channels that I can actually watch and enjoy. So this is going to be Show Me Your Coffee Challenge. I'm basically going to show you how I like my favorite made coffee out in the woods. That's why I came here to the shelter. I got the fire pit inside. Let's go ahead, light the fire, and talk a little bit more about what we're going to do and how this is going to work. Alright, so for those of you that are new to the channel and haven't seen this yet, this is my bushcraft camp that I made, all out of dead trees or wind-blown trees, and this is on my private property. So this isn't on public land, so don't panic. It is on my private property, and there's no house out here either. There's not even a driveway. I got to park on the side of the road and walk in quite a ways. So here is my fire pit that I've kind of got laid out. I've already got some rocks in here. We'll go ahead and kind of pick some of these up off of the ground and get down to the old firewood area, level I should say. Now I did gather up some wood off camera here, so I got quite a bit of wood. We're going to go ahead and make our fire, because the way I enjoy my coffee is cooked over a fire. Especially in the wintertime. There's just something about the crackling wood, the smoke, the snow. I mean, we got snow today, so really lucky. I like my cup of coffee coming off the fire, pour it, do what I got to do, sit back and enjoy. So, gonna break up some of this firewood here, some of these twigs. We're gonna get some birch bark. I got a birch tree just over here off camera. I'm gonna gather that up, get the fire lay situated, throw a spark in there, get the fire going. Let's get some water on, and let's start talking about coffee and how this is going to work even more in depth. So wood, let's just get right into it. Let's get the fire going and let's get warm. Alright guys, so we got our fire going. I got my gear set up here. I didn't bring any chair or any kind of sitting device or waterproof layer, so I'm actually sitting on my jacket, which is going to completely soak it, but I'm alright with that for today. So I got my camp grill. I'm going to go ahead and set that up. I've got my titanium cup and pot combo. I've got my fresh ground coffee grounds inside of my tin. I brought a bottle of water, And I have a baggie with a couple sugar cubes and a little container of creamer, because I do like a little bit of cream in my coffee. Sometimes I'll go with whitener in the summertime and you don't want to bring milk or creamer. That's an option, but I'm gonna go ahead and get that stuff ready to go and let this fire burn down so we can actually get the grill over top of it. So while we're waiting for that, I'll kind of go ahead and talk to you a little bit. So basically, I've been thinking lately is there's a lot going on in the world these days, and especially lately. At the time of filming this right now, coronavirus, COVID-19, it's now a global pandemic. It's in my area right now. My family is safe at home. We've been kind of self-isolating to say the least, but it's affecting a lot of people. So I figured, why not lighten the mood a little bit and come on out here and make a video to kind of bring all of us together as one, you know? Like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of channels out there I've never heard of, and there's a lot of channels out there that you've never heard of. So I figure this is an excellent way to kind of bring people together. Something friendly, something fun. It's coffee. I think we're all kind of a little bit of a coffee snob, right? I mean, we're camping, we're out, we want some coffee. So why not do a little bit of a meet and greet and kind of a challenge to see how people enjoy their coffee, and talk a little bit about their channels and kind of get out there and just have fun. So I am located in Nova Scotia, Canada. As I already mentioned, this area is on private property. I do have a large piece of property, no driveway, no house, just a wood lot, so I can come out here and do my stuff. Currently, I've only had the channel up for 1 year, and I've over 12,000 subscribers right now. I've met all kinds of really great people, awesome people, great viewers, great comments. It's been nothing but fun. And I bring my children out here. They're in some of my videos if you're interested in kind of seeing the little guys out camping. That's always fun. So we do a lot of that on the channel as well. Now, I don't focus just on bushcraft. I do everything. I focus on hammock camping, bushcraft, survival, tent camping, winter, summer, all year round. So I dabble in everything. I do how-to tips and tricks videos. I also do gear reviews. So a little bit of everything on the channel. I'm just having fun. I just like being outdoors. I've been doing this all my life, and I figure why not bring a camera and share it? Why not share it with everybody, right? So I think our fire is just about ready for that grill. So I hope that kind of, we'll get this on there, but I hope that kind of short introductory kind of talk sums up the channel and who I am, because that's going to be part of this coffee challenge later on when I kind of hammer out the details. But first, we need coffee, right? So let's get this grill unfolded. Try not to pinch my fingers in it, because that's not going to be fun. Get this guy unfolded and get it on the fire, and let's get some water on there and start making that coffee. All right, so while I got my pot on the fire there, getting nice and hot, we'll bring that up pretty much just to like a gentle boil, and then we're gonna take it off and let it cool down a little bit. So what I'm gonna do while that's doing its thing is take my fire gloves off here. It's kind of important. I do 2 sugar cubes. Now I like taking these cubes because they're easy to measure. I used to bring glass vials that were all portioned out of my bushcraft kit, and I would pour it in. The cubes seem to work really well in portion control. So 2 sugar cubes, almost dropped one. Not too sweet, just kind of drop them in. let them do its thing. Smoke my face. Just this way I can kind of portion control if I want a sweeter coffee or if I want a coffee that's more bold and strong. And I do really like my coffee bold and strong. So yeah, not too sweet and not too much milk or creamer in there either, which I'll go ahead and put that in right now as well. So pour in just a tiny bit of creamer, not a lot, spilling it all over the rock. Just enough to change the color, really. I don't like I said, I like my coffee bold and strong. I like to taste the coffee. I don't really want to taste it watered down or creamer down or too much sugar. So just a little bit in there, give it a little bit of color, give it a little bit of, lift it a little, you know, something extra. So that water will be ready in moments, and when that's ready, I'll go ahead and I'm going to use my little coffee strainer that I always use. I grabbed this guy at Walmart. It was like $5. I've had it for years. I'm going to strain the coffee, but first we're going to let that come off, cool, and then I'm going to add my coffee grounds into the pot, almost like a cowboy coffee method, and let it steep. So I'm going to let it steep and do its thing for a few minutes and really get a good extraction, get that frothy kind of foamy head on top, and then give it a stir, and then we're going to pour it through the strainer directly into the cup, get that great cup of coffee. So awesome little kind of tips and trick. Cowboy coffee is one of my favorites. There goes the water starting to boil. Cowboy coffee is one of my favorites. I find it holds the most flavor. Yeah, that's nice and hot. So like I was saying, cowboy coffee is one of my favorites. I find it holds that flavor. It's got that boldness. You can do it without the filter, obviously, if you just want cowboy coffee. But I'm going to go ahead and filter it through today and make things a little bit easier. So let this cool down for a minute, and we'll get our grounds in there. All right, so our coffee is in the pot. Go ahead and screw the lid back on our container. Got our cup ready here. Lid, strainer. So I usually let this steep for about 2 or 3 minutes. Nothing crazy long. 2 or 3 minutes off the heat. Let it kind of steep. Let those aromas and extraction process happen. And I find it makes for almost like a softer tasting flavor coffee when you just kind of let it meld and do its thing, rather than pour it through the strainer and get the extraction process right out of there. I find this just has a more full-bodied taste, for me anyways. I like it. The pleasure of opening up that lid and seeing the frothy coffeeness and the bubbles. Awesome, awesome stuff. So let that sit for 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead, pour it through the strainer, directly into the cup. Now obviously not all of that's gonna fit in there, so you'll have a little bit left over. What I like to do is let it sit there. The second cup is going to be even stronger because it's going to sit longer. So kind of 2-for-1 deal doing it this way, but it always tastes awesome. Oh, that's good. That is good. Hot cup of coffee, freshly made on that fire. So, kind of turn sideways here. Yeah, nice little fire in there, pretty warm. Cup of coffee. I'm enjoying it. Pretty good. So, that pretty much wraps it up for how I enjoy my coffee. And hopefully you guys can kind of learn a little bit about the channel if you're new here. If not, you guys already know all this. But now the nomination process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nominate 3 other YouTubers. And basically the challenge is show me your coffee. So you got to go out in the woods. You got to, if it's on a fire or if you use a gas stove or however you make your coffee, bring your coffee, bring your gear, get outdoors, get in the woods, show us how you make your coffee, okay? Now the rules to this are simple. You have to nominate 3 YouTubers that I have not mentioned, and then they will nominate on and on and on and on, and it'd be kind of interesting to see if it takes off. If not, well, I still had fun, you know? But I'm gonna nominate 3 YouTubers, and those 3 YouTubers, you guys, if any of you have heard of these YouTubers, be sure to mention that I called them out. They are nominated, so jump on their channels and mention it. Say, hey, you've been called out by Lone Wolf 902 to show us your coffee. So how this is gonna work, like I already said, nominate 3 YouTubers. They're gonna go out, make coffee, and share it with us. And tell us a little bit about the nominees that you nominate, which is what I'm gonna do right now. So my first nominee, coming here out of Nova Scotia, Canada, not very far, probably about an hour from me actually, is Mark Young. Mark Young has more of a kind of review type channel. Very, very professional, very, very soft in how he talks too. It's interesting listening and watching to Mark because he carries a professionalism about him, and he's always tinkering with something. He's got wood stoves, he's got different kinds of products, and he's always kind of doing testing and showing things, which is really helpful to a lot of people. He's obviously Canadian. He's here in Nova Scotia. Very, very interesting channel, and I think a lot of you can learn something from it. So nominee 1, Mark Young. His YouTube channel is Mark Young. It'll be down in the description, as well as the other 2 YouTubers that I'm going to mention. So head on over to Mark Young's channel and let him know you've been nominated. So can't wait to see your coffee, buddy. Nominee number 2 is Justin Sylvester. So Justin and I have been talking for quite a while, back and forth. His channel is It's Good in the Woods. He's coming out of New Hampshire, USA, and pretty awesome dude, pretty cool dude. He gets out in the snow just like me, winter camps. He's been in the hot tenting, dabbling in that, which is really cool. He recently just did a no sleeping bag kind of cowboy camp in the winter with like no gear, which was awesome. That definitely speaks to me. I like that. So awesome dude, great channel. He's an up and coming YouTuber as well, so his channel's growing. He's having fun with it, which is always the most important thing. So head on over to Justin Sylvester's channel, It's Good in the Woods, and let him know we want to see your coffee, man. So link in the description for his channel as well. Now our third nominee is also coming out of Canada. Hold on a second, I need a sip on my coffee. Whew. Okay, it's still hot. It's still hot. Very hot. Third nominee, Joshua Gammon. Okay, Joshua Gammon is, like I said, Canadian. He's coming out of New Brunswick, Canada, and he's kind of just taken off with his channel as well, but he's got some really interesting stuff on there. Now, me and Josh have been talking off and on for quite a while as well. He's got some really good stuff. Like, he's got a bushcraft shelter similar that he built, and he takes his wheeler out there, his 4-wheeler, and does some overnighters. Very, very interesting. Like I said, up and comer. He's just getting kind of into it, and he's having fun, and I think that you guys could kind of learn something from him as well. You know, he's a young guy. He's having fun. That's what this is all about. Get out, have fun. It's get away from the TV. And I know I say that because you're watching this on either your phone or TV or computer right now, but you got to have the healthy mix of get outdoors, and that's what all 3 of these individuals do. They get outdoors. I chose them because they all get out in the winter, summer, 4 seasons. They're outdoors, living it, having fun. So Joshua Gammon, you are nominated. I want to see your coffee, buddy. So there you have it. Those are the 3 nominees. Those 3 nominees are going to nominate 3 other nominees, and this is the Show Me Your Coffee Challenge. So you guys got to mention that when you kind of nominate your nominees, right? Show Me Your Coffee Challenge, and then you have to say who nominated you. So Joshua, Mark, and Justin, you guys got to say, I was nominated by Lone Wolf 902, Jeremy. Show me your coffee. Here I am, showing you the coffee. So drop all the YouTube links down in the description so people can follow along.
And I think it's just a great way to kind of share and say, hey, I'm over here, welcome, check out my channel, enjoy some coffee, and have some fun chit-chatting outdoors. So my fire's kind of kicking away there. I'm going to throw some more wood on it, and I actually brought a pack of ramen noodles, so I'm out here for the day. Beautiful snowing, nice and relaxing out here, other than that airplane in the background that keeps flying over. But yeah, I'm going to cook up some ramen, and I'm going to kick back and relax for a little bit, drink my coffee, and hopefully you guys jump in on this, and hopefully you guys learn something from it too. So you guys are nominated. I'll be looking for your videos. Peace out, guys. Have fun.